You crying for? Didn't you know he was a hoe? Probably had another wife down low. Who knows? Like Ray J and Princess Love back here again. Not one time, it's the second time around. Third call, a divorce during quarantine. Baby, what the hell you mean? You know this man was a low down dirty shame. She tryna be the lioness, he's just a goat. I knew a long time ago those two just don't go. I hope they don't get back together no more, cause they don't work, oh no. Hey, oh Kelly, they tell me you a pedophile, but I've been rocking on your side from the beginning, investigating. If they was wise, they probably would've said what I said. I gotta hold my opinion, cause I don't know if they should get the boot, cause they been doing things down low, and they act like they don't know. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Spicy. So, anyway, I be feeling the beats, and I just be freestyling, but I don't be want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put my thing out there too much, because people be copying. You know, I don't want nobody to take in my style, or nothing like that. All right, cut the beat. So, what I would like to do is I would like to talk about some of the latest things going on. And as you can hear me singing, that's basically what I want to do. This is nothing really, I don't know, laid out. This is purely how I feel about the situation. What's going on? Yeah, you know, that's what I like to do, you know. Yo, I had to sing at my uncle's memorial. I am so mad at Beyonce, and God bless my uncle. God rest his soul. Beyonce, I'm pissed because I left you a DM, okay? And I'm talking to the universe, okay? So don't tell me she don't hear me, okay? I left her a DM asking her to pray for me because I was singing Daddy. My cousin lost her father, Daddy's little girl. And she asked me to sing that for her, okay? And you, my friend, must not pray for me. How about I get up there, I forget all the dang on lyrics in front of everybody. God knows I was so humiliated. I was so pissed. But you know, if you don't know, Leon, you know, let me tell you about me. I'm going to walk with my head high, and I'm going to just keep it going. But I was so disappointed that I forgot all the lyrics. Okay, and even when I'm sitting here thinking, what's going on, Charlene? Your narrator. I can't pronounce that. You see how I try to laugh over it. What's up, y'all? I forgot the lyrics to Daddy. I was so disappointed because that's like one of my, I think if not one of my favorite uncles that passed away. And my cousin and me, we're like Kelly and Beyonce. That's how close we are. Our mothers are sisters. Our fathers was best friends. So it was a sad day, but I could not believe it. Yo, I forgot the lyrics. I got the mic in my hand, and I am reading the lyrics. I'm reading the lyrics, but the cell phone I had was all black, so I could not think of the. How does it go? I remember. See, I forget the word. On a bike by the bayou. And then, that's exactly what I did when I was supposed to be singing. I forgot, you guys. Can we start it over? Like, I rarely mess up like that. So I'm mad with Beyonce because I asked her to pray because I was trying to sing her song and it didn't come out right. So I know she didn't get the message. Okay. So yeah, that's that. I would like to. What's up, Spitting Fire? I would like to talk about just briefly because I see the shade. This is one thing I have to say about me. You ain't going to get a reaction out of me at all. Okay. If I start disappearing, I'm not giving you a reaction. I'm not giving you a reaction. Some people bait you. They bait you. They say things, slick things. They try to attack you subliminally. They say everything but your name. And I found that, and y'all probably find that when you have found yourself supporting R. Kelly back to back to back to back, you kind of like focused and you have tunnel vision just supporting R. Kelly. So when you break out of that some and you talk about other things, or you go into other bloggers that do not talk about R. Kelly, you find that they start to judge you. They start to disrespect you. Tasha K made this comment a long time ago. Okay, so first let me back up, because I'm almost sure I don't really say things unless you have to do several things to me until I say, okay, they doing this. You know, you got to give me like several times where you be slick and you try to attack me subliminally. I have to have like evidence before I jump to conclusions, because that's the one thing I don't want to do, is be wrong about that. So I had said a long time ago in a video that I don't have kids, but I have nieces that I love, and how I would never, ever, because you know how when you're talking about R. Kelly, people say, well, would you let your daughter around him? The answer is no. It's always been hell no. I would not let first of all, you don't even have to wonder about that. My nieces is not going around anybody grown by themselves, a man, no one by themselves, because I'm just like that. You know, I'm just like that. Tasha K, then I saw that she said on one of her videos, your niece is probably a hoe doing it right now. I was so hot. Because first of all, bitch, okay, all you do is backbite and talk bad about people. And that's why y'all don't see me on YouTube that's one reason why you don't see me on YouTube like that. I don't find any value, and I don't feel like shit just gossiping about people all day. If I'm not talking with purpose, something to critique or help, basically by my experience, if I can't help the what's the word, damn it? See how I be forgetting when I got the mic? If I cannot enhance, if I cannot enhance the value of your life, the quality of your life, then I'm not just making videos to just get it all up in your business and tell everybody your business because I want $1. I don't want to do that. I might watch some of them videos because that's my guilty pleasure. But at some point, if I don't see that it's really helping nobody, I don't find no type of value. That's just me. That's just spicy. That's just how I do it. So for her to say that, and I look at the type of person she is, I watch her, how she steal other people's content. You do. You take people content and you turn it and say exclusive, like you are exclusively coming up with this. But to falsely and defame, she didn't put a name on it, but I did take that personal because I know I created a video and I specifically said that about my nieces. Okay, because let me tell you something. I'm stricter than you, baby. You don't ever have to worry about that. And then they'll say this. They'll say that for y'all to be supporting R. Kelly, something's wrong with you. You a pedophile. No, that's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about because you don't know me. Never will I ever have I ever, and will I ever allow anybody young I know that I can control around me in my presence. I will not let nothing around no grown-ups. I don't roll like that. So I know me, and you obviously are speaking out of the crack of your behind, because people like that, they don't know you, but they just automatically jump and terrorize or put R. Kelly down because of the charges. The nature of the charges are nasty. They are nasty. And like I said, Spitting Fire said too, I'm calling you out there. Okay? I'm calling you out there. After this trial, okay? After this trial, if things go down and they find evidence to support all I don't care how many girls come out and say he did it. Do I listen? Yes, I do. I got an opinion that I'm not really going to share too much yet, because it would be foolish for me to go all this long way and do all I do, knowing all I know, for me to turn around and be talking out the sides of my neck. Won't do it. But let it come to the point, if it comes to the point where there is evidence that supports rape and pedophilia, okay, I'm going to be more vocal in a way where I'm going to lose some subscribers. Let me say this. This has been a hard road for me. It's hard, okay, because I had ups and downs about this whole case. I have ups and downs as it continues. It's not easy. It's not easy. Even though I dug, I made about 1,000 videos digging information, just finding more and more bullshit. I don't like the facts, okay? I don't like the facts. I don't like the facts that he's being charged for pedophilia. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's low down. And I should have, it's not right to support somebody that would have done something like that on one hand. On the other hand, besides that, I know what I researched. I know what I saw. I know that these stories don't line up. Faith Rogers, her interview with Dr. Oz, it wasn't concrete. She wasn't no kid. So that's not a pedophile because she was 19. I don't care. She was a legal adult. She was legal. And they be lying out here. Excuse me. They be lying out here, okay? They, as in a lot of these bloggers that want to say something's wrong with me because I have supported R. Kelly, they lying. A lot of them, they was up in grown-ups' faces, period. They was young and they had attractions for older men, and they didn't find it nasty and as long as you were of age. I'm saying 18 and up, and some of them was younger, but they not going to say that. Because then they're going that people too scared about what other people's gonna say. But I've never been like that. YouTube don't make me validate me. It don't validate me. I have 10,000 subscribers now. That's great, but I'm not here all the time because this is not my full-time job. It's nice that it's your full-time job. Good for you. I don't rely on YouTube because me, the Taurus woman that I am, I gotta have income I know is coming in every other 2 weeks or every other week. I gotta have stability in my life. And if this ain't stability, then I'm not relying on it. And I can't put my time in it because my time goes first to my job. However, they the main ones that say things about you, period. They say things you like you or something's wrong with you. No, honey, ain't nothing wrong with me. And again, that lets me know you don't know what you're talking about. You out your mind because you don't know. I'm that one. I'm not. This is my problem, though. My problem is they spend so much time focusing on how bad of a dude this is because of the allegations. And that's understandable. They are some heavy allegations. They are nasty. Most of them been molested anyway. Most of them been raped. Most of them been touched. Okay? The reality, unfortunately, for you, very fortunately for me, I haven't. Thank God. That's nothing to play with. It's nothing to it's nothing to play with. Somebody been molested and taken advantage of, sexually abused. That is a crime. That is serious and that is traumatic. Tamar, which I will talk about a little bit, she said that she's going through some trauma now, and that's as a result. You see her acting out, just acting crazy. And people jumping on her for that. They jumping on David, then they change their mind, and now they jumping on Tamar. People don't know what to believe. They don't stick to nothing. So I'm going to stick with what I said. So, I'm sticking with what I said because I did the research. The crazy thing is if y'all had put energy into Geronda Pace, if you really looked at the stories, if you really heard Kiana Jones, which is the other girl that in the beginning I thought was her mom, but it's not, the other girl that was with her, you heard her side of the story. If you would have dug into, really paid attention and really counted what she said as facts, listen to, don't change it to what you want it to be. If you would have listened to, and I'm not making light of the fact that, I don't know, she was 14, 15, or 16, because she did say she was all three of those ages. Not making light of that. That shit's nasty. The shit is dirty. It's wrong. However, I don't believe a liar, period. So in that case, I still am waiting for the evidence. I'm still waiting for the court to decide based on their concrete evidence that you can get to tell the world all these things about this guy out your mouth. Let's see. Now, like I said, it's still not cool. But people put so much focus on people that support R. Kelly. Okay? And they don't spend no time trying to help these young girls out, because before a damn R. Kelly ever came up 2 years ago, I still couldn't stand fast ass little girls, and they don't like that either. That's why they fast, because y'all won't handle it. That's why they exposed it too much, because y'all let them. Y'all allow them to. That's why, besides this R. Kelly shit, when I talk about Cardi B in that WAP song, because I know I don't like that shit. Never did. No, wait. I did like Lil' Kim when I was younger. I did listen to Lil' Kim. I did. As I got older, I saw that these people putting in me ideas when I started to dress like a slut at 17. Wearing a little tiny mini skirt that shows the bottom, like that exposed my blue bikini that I had under it, just so it can match. But I didn't realize, in some patent leather high heels. Like, I was really mimicking and not knowing what I was doing. But this was what I was doing because that's what Lil' Kim was doing. So I speak against these things. I try to kill it before it becomes a problem, because all that song is doing is programming more Geronda Paces. All it's doing is programming. Megan's always twerking on Instagram. She's good at it, but all that's doing is creating more and more Faith Rogers. It's just recreating the same problem, and for pedophiles to easily take advantage of, to manipulate. That's just how it goes. No one wants to get on them. Nobody wants to get on their ass and train them. They letting the radio do it. They're letting Cardi do it. They're letting Megan do it. And then they get mad at the guy later. Like I said, the shit is crazy. That's why I left the whole case alone, especially because of what they doing over there with the rallies, with the fighting. I don't want to. I can't be in that. I cannot be in that. So I left this shit alone. And everybody needs somebody. They act like they act like they never did shit. Just like they talking about Tamar. Tamar didn't do it. Talking about Tamar and David, her ex-boyfriend, ex now, saying that David beat her up. David is the guilt. You don't know shit. You don't know. You ain't in their house. You don't know. You don't know. And I just look at from a realistic point of view. Tamar been acting out of character before David ever came along with Vince. Tamar with her family, witness is witness. What are we saying? We don't know these people. All we know is what has been happening before. That's that. So, with that being said, how do I feel about R. Kelly? I still want to give R. Kelly his day in court. I still want to do that, because the bottom line is, whether you like it or not, he deserves to get his day in court, period. If he's saying he's innocent and he has not cracked yet, after all of this, he could be innocent. He could have proof that he was set up. Do I really feel like he did some things? I do. I do feel like he did some things. But do I feel like he's this rapist? I don't. So we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. That is going to cause, my friend, that's going to cause people to prejudge you. They don't know shit about me. So they just wrong as a motherfucker, because they don't know a damn thing about me. They don't know how I get down. They don't. First of all, if I had kids, them motherfuckers would never be on the internet. They wouldn't. And if they, and I'm telling you, if they would, if they are, they with me. They're with me. And the whole content algorithm, or whatever you say, it's hard to say that, algorithm, all of that is going to draw children. Now, you can't control the creeps, but that's a if. And that's a last if. Obviously, somebody got on my nerves today. Okay, because they don't call you your name out, but they just say these slick little things, undertones. That don't, listen, nothing like that. No one has ever had the power to change my mind. Tauruses are stubborn, and it actually matters when it comes to things like that, because you can't change my mind. And no one can make me believe how they want me to believe. You just can't do it. I choose to believe what I want to believe. And I'm the type of person that I'm going to believe what makes sense, what is able to. I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. If you cannot prove it with science, like the coronavirus, because I see a lot of people, even in my family, saying it's not real, it's fake. That's so dumb to me. I got family members that have it. They have it, or they're in the hospital. but they're saying it's fake and they won't wear a mask. It's just simple-minded. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't go like that. So to say I am a pedophile, you damn wrong about that. You just, now I know you think you know everything. Now I know you don't know shit. You wrong. You're wrong. To have a liar on your damn show, Tasha K, that sat there and said I lied about my age, and you try to hurry up and give her, improvise so you can help her. And I'm talking about Geronda Pace. To do that, it let me know everything I need to know about you. I know who you are. I have a preconceived idea. I tell you that much. I have a preconceived idea. All you do is watch people. That's how you learn who they are. You listen to them. That's it. I don't go home with her. Don't want to. But I can hear her. I remember before R. Kelly's situation, she said she wanted to help people build their channel. And this was during like the Kanika Jenkins case. I hit her up because I wanted her to help me. She never responded. She never helped me. So let me tell you something. Not that look, if I ever became like a mega millionaire from YouTube, all the people that didn't want to help me, I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't have nothing for you. Don't say nothing to me, because that's how I am in real life. Don't act like you care. People that don't never wanted to help when you small and when you low, when you're down, or when you're small in numbers, don't let them be in your face. Don't even deal with them, because they fake. They're fake. They fake. Their motives are faulty. You should X them out, because if they can't help you when you small, they don't mean nothing to you when you big. How can you trust them? And that's what I love about God. God always bless the poor. His heart is for the poor. That's who he looks at. He says that a good shepherd would leave his 99 sheep just to go after his one lost sheep. So while everybody else is looking for you to be up there in order to even look your way, they ain't the ones for you anyway, at all. Because the reality is, this is just social media. I know who I am, always have, thank God. I know what I carry. I don't have to announce that I'm chosen. You should already see that. God already made sure of that. I don't have to announce certain things. I'm humble, but I'm also sure too. I'm not walking around here insecure thinking I'm ugly. Let's get that straight. That not at all. Anyway, y'all. So let's get on, because thank you, Ira. You know what? I be going off. I'm trying to tell you. Ira absolutely says, fat ass little girl, you on fire tonight. Yes, Ira. Because people in their slick ass tongue, they the main ones. Always saying that somebody a pedophile because they support R. Kelly. You donkey ass. Like you don't deserve favor from God. You don't deserve to wake up this morning. What you need to realize, no matter how you look down on that man, God still saw fit to wake him up. He's still keeping him alive. That man in jail that attacked R. Kelly, that man could have very well killed that man in his sleep. But God still got his hand on that man. So keep looking down. It's always the one God choose that you look down on naturally. It's always somebody that think they somebody special. That you sitting outside the fence and you don't even see it because your nose is so high in the air. That's why. You need to understand that God knows all. He sits high, he looks low. He sees everybody, the intentions of our hearts. And that's how he judged us. If God was judging R. Kelly by works, the man would have been dead. He's not. And Team Libra, it's not pedophiles, okay? Please stop saying that. It's pedophiles. Get the word right. Because she dogging them rally people. The people that's out there rallying, she's dogging them. But what she need to get right is how to say the word. The word is pedophile, not pedophilers, okay? Or whatever word she said, it was wrong. Now, I don't agree with them rallying if R. Kelly asked you not to rally over there. It's simple. And this is why sometimes black people make me the fuck mad. It makes me mad. Simple instructions. Can't do that. Oh, I'm going to rally anyway. It's a bunch of autistic retards out there. Grown-ups. It pisses me off, y'all. That's why I just can't. And I can't be associated with that type of stuff. I can't do that. The man said that he's getting people, they're confined. Thank you, Joz. Oh my God. Well, praise the Lord, Jocelyn. Thank you so much. You have always been you. Jocelyn, I cannot help it. I can't. Because they're getting on my nerves. It's always. The man said that they're every time y'all rally, they're basically abusing him, taking away privileges, locking him down. And autistic people, retarded, this is worse than autistic. Autistic people, they get their little headphones, they do their thing. They cool. You know what I'm saying? You could probably chill with an autistic person. You could chill with them. Give them their space. They do their thing. They listen to their music. They repetitiously do their thing. These are people that are stupid. That's it. Stupid. And a father hates a stupid son. Okay? These are people that are stupid. You don't have to be stupid. You choosing to be stupid. And that's why I never feel bad to talk about some people. Because they choosing. They choosing it. Instead of doing something, being intelligent. Take the mess somewhere else. Take the stuff somewhere else. You're in the media looking bad. Obviously, you don't give a damn about R. Kelly. You don't. Or else you would pick your stuff up and go somewhere down a block or somewhere. Go in front of the news station or something. Go where you can really get the attention that you want. Because obviously you're attention seeking. Because if you really cared about the guy, then you would. And what I find is a lot of times, and I noticed this when I was out singing at the memorial. I have always had jealous people around me. I know they jealous because I'm always the one that they used to call to sing on a choir. They used to call me I'm always the one that's get called to sing at funerals, sing at weddings. I was the one, okay? I don't really be wanting to sing now too much, but I do because when I sing, because God, like I said, he knows the heart. People that's always, my point is trying to please pay attention to me. I'm good. Let me do it. Hey, you're not going to get chosen. It's about you doing the things that not in public. Do the things when you go in secret and God will bless you openly. He will reward you openly. People always want to be chosen. Always want somebody to call them. But when they in their low places, when no one's around, what are you doing for the elderly? What are you doing for the smaller people? How are you helping? But you always want to know. You ain't the one he after. He's after the one that has had those hurts in their life. That's why R. Kelly can sing. He's chosen to. Because he had a hell of a life. And God could really turn him around. He can really take nothing and make it take nothing and make it something. That's what he could do. He could really take that man. He have to beat him down first. Discipline him. Turn everybody away from him. Because sometimes rebellion puts you in jail. It puts you under the grave too. But God's mercy that keeps waking him up in the morning should be enough for y'all to shut your mouth and stop telling me or talking, because you're not telling me. Stop the subliminal talk about how bad, how I'm a pedophile. And obviously you don't know nothing about me and little about God. Okay. Anyway, y'all, this is not supposed to be a sermon. It ain't supposed to be a sermon. Let me read some of these comments. Whew. Tanya, hey, says Tasha K, Larry, etc. get paid for throwing trash on R. Kelly's name. I started to feel like by doing these videos about him all the time, I gotta stop that because I don't obsess over nobody, and I will not do that. I was not. I know that some people are really genuinely not obsessing. Prima Donna works hard and she continues to fight. She's really a warrior. She's really good. I actually enjoy her content. She does research and she will grow on YouTube when she decides to do something else. Whenever that is, she should. There are a lot of people not spitting fire is good. There's a lot. I should not have named names because there's too many names. Ira's good. There's too many names to name. But there are a couple people that are not good for R. Kelly and should not even be bringing his name up. Because you making him look bad. They're accusing him of being a criminal, accusing him of intimidating Azriel, accusing him of intimidating all them girls. And what y'all doing? Intimidating them too. What? You doing it too, dummy? Like, and it's, again, it's not autism. It's not. Autistic people know better than that. It's people with low IQ, negative to the 0 IQ. These are the people that cops, you ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. You ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. But guess what? That's why I'm spicy. That's why I settle with the name. It's people that, if you want to beat up some damn body, if you want to chastise somebody, look, it's some people out here that continue to do wrong and they know better. And their heart condition is bad intentions. They doing it, and in their mind they saying, I want to do it because I hate him. I want to do it because he deserved that. I want to do it because I'm going to make money off of that. I don't give a fuck about him. They know what they saying in their hearts, because even though they don't come out their mouths, their actions show exactly what their intentions are. So they out there, some of them that are out there rallying, knowing that this man asked you not to do it. You know he did. Even if it's in your heart, you know he did. You know he did. It's all over the media. It's over the media. And you still do it because you don't care if he get beat up. You don't give a damn. You won't go to his funeral. You don't know him, so what does it matter for you? As long as you can get something out of it. Threatening women. These are the motherfuckers, honestly, that the cops should bust with their fucking nightstick. And it's all I'm going to say about the beating part. But look, if you want to hurt somebody, don't hurt the innocent ones. Don't mess with them. Why don't you, the men that are openly violent towards women on social media, openly, just, I've never seen stupid shit. This makes you just want to bleach your fucking skin sometimes. Like, I don't even want to associate with ignorance like that. Now, I'm not bleaching my skin. Let me make that known. But I'm just being honest, and I don't really want to, but I don't know a better way to put it. When we going through all of this stuff we going right now with cops beating up, killing men, even though a lot of them was doing some things, some of them was innocent. They doing that. And then you got these idiots that still know better and they still doing it. And they openly are threatening women. They need to be fucked. I'm telling you. It's wrong. It's just wrong. So anyway, that's why I just didn't even want to go and talk about R. Kelly stuff anymore. I didn't want, nobody wants to get involved in all that. I don't want that shit on my timeline. I don't want it around me. I had to detach from some people. Not because I don't love you, but because I don't want their stuff coming up, their stuff that you keep connecting to. I don't want it on my timeline because it's negative. It don't help the man. It don't. If I want to watch a video, I click. I go to some of y'all's channels and I just watch. Some I don't watch, I don't click, I don't type because I don't want their stuff on my timeline. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. So that was my bit about R. Kelly, y'all. They are sad, Jocelyn. They not for him. And it's so obvious. It's crazy. It's crazy how obvious it is. People still following him on their pages. Women are still supporting them. I just look down on you. I'm not talking about y'all that watch. You could watch. It doesn't make you stupid if you watch these people, even though they're stupid. I guess, in my opinion, it don't make you stupid. Sometimes it's entertaining. Most times it's entertaining. That's what social media is for. But for people that actually take up for these people, that actually try to go to bat for them. What you going to bat for? Ain't you a grown woman? Shouldn't you know better, you dumb fuck? Like, shouldn't you a grown ass woman? You a lousy excuse of a fucking seed to be taken up for somebody that's violently abusing women. Did you need your ass beat? Is that what it is? You want one? You want somebody to beat you up? You so sick in your head? Your spirit's so dead that you desire to be beat up to feel loved? You need to go to therapy, not to them, because that's not healthy for you to be taken up for that. It's despicable. It's despicable, man. But it's true. People do that. People do that. Some bloggers are not for him, and it's sad. Absolutely. Oh, yes, absolutely. So, guys, to move on from that, so you should know pretty much how I feel about that. In a nutshell, love R. Kelly to death. I'm always going to love R. Kelly to death, okay? Genuinely. This is true. I do not believe he forcefully raped anybody. None. I don't. They haven't come forward. Anybody that I've seen, I don't believe any of that. I believe Geronda Pace. Excuse me, guys. I believe Geronda Pace was in Bubba's, which is R. Kelly's best friend. I believe she was in his MySpace. She also knew him, she said, from the tattoo parlor. How do you know him from the tattoo parlor and you on his MySpace? What does that tell you? Think about you as a child, as a young girl or whatever. You trying to get to him for what? Who does he know? You know he knows R. Kelly. So that I believe that she was trying to get linked with Bubba because she wanted to get with Bubba. She was talking to him, being manipulative, and he ended up possibly contacting her, like Kiana Jones, the girl that was with her at the trial, ended up inviting Geronda to R. Kelly's music release party. And he said, bring somebody. She brought Kiana. Soon as they got to that door, Kiana said, and I wish I can play Dr. Rice's audio. Maybe I'll come back and get permission and then see what he say, if he still have it. But because I think he might have removed it. But I believe that Kiana said, when they got to the door, R. Kelly asked for ID. This man was in a trial at that. He just beat, actually, at that particular time. He just beat the trial. 2008. What kind of idiot you think this man is? This is the king of R&B. People don't want to give him credit. Still got to give him credit. They got to give him credit because he's the king. You can't dethrone the king. Who are you? Especially if God chose this man to sing and touch many hearts. He gave him the gift. And he equips those that he chooses to be the person he wants them to be. Through life, unfortunate things have happened. But don't think it passed God's nose. So there's a certain mercy God might have for R. Kelly because of the level of pain and suffering that he had to endure. Maybe his level of mercy is different than what you would give him. But just when the worst things you could have done, where I might say, I wouldn't have forgave you. Nah, I wouldn't have forgave you for that. God has mercy on who he has mercy on. I believe Geronda Pace. Bubba, she was trying to get to Bubba. Bubba ended up inviting her to the music release party. Kiana ended up going. Kiana said that R. Kelly asked them for ID. She showed R. Kelly her ID. Geronda said she left her ID where? See if y'all been paying attention. At her uncle's house. And that's why on the Gayle King interview when R. Kelly said that about her uncle's house, that the way he fluctuated the note, or the way the note fluctuated, the way that he said it, the expression, the tone, all of that took me back to what Kiana said. The uncle's house. So R. Kelly knew he was set up from the beginning. He knew that he was being manipulated. He knew he was already too late. If anything, this girl lied about her age, dog. And that's not just saying, hi, I'm this age. No, she was able to get into the court trial. She was able to get past security, the court officials, sit in the trial. She wasn't in school. She was there. So who questioned her age? She manipulated the system and she got past them. So why couldn't she get past him? And was it too late after that? Had the action already had occurred? They already been there? And then she said, what? I lied about my age? I'm really this age. Oh, how many sessions of sex did they have before that could have happened? Now you know you in trouble. What do? Maybe you put some money out. So if if that's the scenario, what do you feel about it? Is it all his fault now? Now if that's the scenario, for those that call people pedophiles because we love R. Kelly, because we support him, out of the billions and millions of people that hate his guts, there are what, 10,000 that do love him? You just don't want nobody to love him, right? You just want everybody to hate him and love you. You want people to love you, right? Look past your shit. But you don't want nobody to care for him. Worst case scenario, the man got trapped up into a very manipulative, misguided young girl or woman or whatever she is. And I'm just giving you the worst case scenario. Didn't mean to talk about this the whole time. Absolutely, she lied on that she's not going to tell the truth. She don't want to paint the picture that, you know, and then the manipulation of her and the people behind her in her ear tells her, well, you gotta kind of address the part where it says you lied about your age, because they're going, what you gonna say to that? Because they're gonna call that out. So get ready to have a rebuttal. So she comes out and says, yes, I did lie about my age, but that don't pass with me. That don't pass with me, because I don't like that. Because like I said, the worst case scenario is, when did you tell the truth? Because don't forget, she showed him a fake ID. Oh, I didn't tell you that part. So after he says you have to have an ID, Kiana says that they left. When Geronda supposedly said, Kiana told R. Kelly, I left my ID at my uncle's house. Kiana said she was in her mind and she was looking at Geronda funny, like, we wasn't even at your uncle's. What she talk? But she didn't, you know what I mean? She was looking at her funny. So they left. They took a train away. She got an ID, a fake ID. And I have to get back the notes and stuff, because I can't, you know, these are the details. I have all the notes. I wrote every single thing down when me and Dr. Rice did the live that time. They came back, they got back, and Kiana was shocked that she came back with an ID that said she was 18. 18, yes, it's still freaking young. I'm sure there's a lot of things R. Kelly wish he just did not do. But that's why he has to sit where he sit. He need to sit and know what he did and know what he didn't. He need to get that time, to that space. And don't say he don't need that, it's a mistake, because God don't make a mistake. All this time, this is the 6th time they deny his bail. There's a reason for that. There's a divine reason for that. I believe that, yes, your safe place, the safest place you could be right now is where you are right now. And you need to mentally get some things, because the thing is, God can't bless a mess. He can't bless you or anything unless first you repent. How can you repent if you don't even know what you did? You have to sit down on that. So that's what happened. So now that you understand, from what I'm telling you, that after she got the fake ID and showed him that she was 18, now it was okay. But it wasn't just a straight what she tried to tell. She sold the world and sold Tasha K. Tasha K, she just covered for her. She just filled in the words for her. Just try to help her to make this man a monster, when I think she's a monster. She sits on her YouTube channel and dogs people out. She dogs out pastors. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to move on. Maybe the live won't be, I don't know, that long tonight. When people talk about Prophet, I call him Prophet Jamal Bryant. Let me tell you about that. When I was depressed, when I was hurt, my heart was broken, TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network, is a gospel channel. When Paul Crouch and Jan Crouch were alive, they had like what you call revivals, telethons. They had 24 hours preachers, Bishop Jakes, Paula White, Jamal Bryant, even Eddie Long before he was outed. They had so many, just like hearing them preach, it used to minister to me. It lifted my spirit. It took away my depression. That man, Jamal Bryant, he part of the healing to my heart and my soul. For people to try to out him, they got to be careful with that, because you put yourself in danger when you actually go out your way to try to tear down a man of God. That's the misconception. People like Tasha K might think that it's your works It's the works you do, because you do right on the outside. Oh, I'm good. I'm a good person. No such thing. No such thing. Oh, I did this for them. I did that. I gave money here. Don't matter. What is your heart like? And that's the problem. They don't look at that because they can't see past their own mess. They judging people. And they judging them, and they're wrong. They're wrong. So you got to be careful about talking about John Gray and the ministers that really love, that God chose. You don't have to choose them. Who are you anyway? You don't know nothing. So when God chooses a minister, yes, the minister might cheat on his wife sometimes. That does not mean God didn't choose him, and that don't mean he not really equipped. It just means he messed up, and he got to get it right before God destroys him and finds another one. But that does not mean God did not choose him, so you put yourself in danger when you keep going after men of God. Period, poo. Moving on, guys. So that was R. Kelly for those that only wanted to hear about him. Naya Rivera, obviously, a lot of y'all know who this is. Very unfortunate. She was an actress of Glee, and I did a video about it when she actually drowned. This picture here was her son and her, who had went on a boating trip, and losing my voice, went on a boating trip, and son was found by himself when the boat wasn't returned on time. That's when they went out to look for her. She was floating. I mean, no, she wasn't. I'm making up words. She wasn't floating, but the son was found on the boat alone. So I want to read this update real quick, and I'm gonna move on from there. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see. I can see. Okay. So here we have, and God rest her soul. But there are questions. People don't understand why you talking about Naya Rivera. Let her rest in peace. There's questions. There's things that basically this is the toxicology and autopsy findings that I'm about to read. Okay. Mouth is dry as ever. All right. 1, 2, 3. A leap into the water, then help. Okay, this is from Bill. This is not from Billboard. This is from Century Link. What's this article? Century Link. And this article was published on the September 12th. So it says here, details released in July already laid out that Naya Rivera died by accidental drowning. Now an update reveals more of what happened in her final moments, including information obtained from her young son, who was with her on a California's Lake Peru when she died. And y'all, if y'all don't mind, please like this video. And thank you so much. I love y'all so much, especially you faces that I always see in the live. That's who I know that really likes me. And that's cool. Okay, thank y'all. I love you too. Per full autopsy and investigative reports from the Ventura County Medical Examiner obtained by People in the Hollywood Reporter, the Glee star's 4-year-old son, Josie Hollis Dorsey, told investigators that he and his mom had counted 1, 2, 3 before jumping off their pontoon boat together in the water on July 8th. Now, this is where I'm going to stop at, okay? Because I want to comment on this because for the life of me, Naya, they say, was a good swimmer. Naya had been to this lake before. She's aware of the lake. This is a lake known to have what do you call them things? Whirlpools. I can't think of it. I know y'all know in the comments. It's a very unsafe lake that they should put signs up to say don't swim here. They need signs and posts. But for the son to say that they counted, man, I just could not see. I'm sorry, I just can't see. I can't even get it out of my mouth. Putting a child in that water. That is not the like. Like, I just can't see that. Even though he had on a life vest, I just, poor baby. I would be so scared. A little frail child. My God, I don't know what that was about. Once they were in the water, the boy says Rivera instructed him to get back in the boat. So she instructed him to get back in the boat. She helped him onto the boat, and then he heard Naya yell, "Help!" And she put her arm in the air. So obviously she was in trouble. My suspicions in the beginning was something was off with that, because Naya didn't have on a life vest. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But maybe she trusted that she knew what she was doing. She never thought that this would happen. The waters may have looked calm, but there was a current under. That's the word. The investigative report notes. Rivera was then said to slip under the surface. While the 33-year-old actress was considered to be a good swimmer and was in generally okay health, the report added that she did suffer from vertigo that would get worse when she was in the water. And that could get to the point where she'd end up vomiting. I had a friend growing up in high school, my best friend Danielle. She had vertigo. She would always throw up, like vomit. She would always, poor thing, I felt so bad for her. They could not find a help. It's like when the room spins, you know how when you spin around in a circle when you get dizzy? People that suffer vertigo, they go through that. Especially with more bad cases, they go through that, and it's terrible for them. So she suffered from vertigo. She was said to use antihistamines to manage it. Rivera also had been on medication for a recent sinus infection and toxicology test. She also had small amounts of anti-anxiety medication and an appetite suppressant in her system. If you know anything so far about what she suffered, it said that she had anorexic issues. She had a book that she wrote, and in her book, talked about her issues with anorexia. How she didn't even know she had anorexia. But when she realized she had it, she said she started to hang around girls that was a little thicker, and then she said she vowed never to be anorexic again. But she struggled with that mental disorder. Obviously, she had depression. She had some small amounts of anxiety medication. Okay, so she has some there's diazepam is one of the medications she was taking. Also anti-anxiety, which that's a volume which relaxes you. Now I think about Xanax. That's one drug you don't want to take, especially on the water at all, because when you take a Xanny, you don't remember what you did. That is the word. I don't ever want to take that. I have to be watched by the doctors or somewhere. Definitely prescription, and don't want to go anywhere, because you'll be fine 1 second and then the next second sleep, and you don't remember going to sleep. So a lot of those drugs, they are really, really suppressant. The drugs were not, dead as factors in her death. Meanwhile, the toxicology report notes 3 cans of White Claw, 1 empty can, 1 open but mostly full, and 1 unopened were found on the boat. The report notes Rivera had a blood alcohol count of, 0.16. The man who rented the pontoon boat said she declined a life vest for herself, but he put one on the boat anyway. That's the story, y'all. I just wanted to update people and let y'all know what unfortunate thing happened. The fact that this was the last time, it's always like mysterious when you see somebody in their final moments. That's just sad, and I do want to give this story a rest. I just couldn't settle with what it was at first. I honestly felt like there was something sinister behind this. I did not understand, how is it that you don't have a lifeboat? How did you end up why would you get in that water? I didn't understand. In the middle of in the middle of the boat, in the middle of the lake, that big huge lake, you get out of the boat, and the sun is in it. Why is the sun in the water? Why are you in the water? But for sure, why is the sun in the water? So it was a lot of questions I had regarding this story, and I wanted to look into it. So that's what we have. That's that. So the next thing, guys, I want to talk about is Tamar. Okay, Tamar and Vince. I'm not Vince. Tamar and David Adefeso is I don't even want to go through the whole story because I've been on here talking long enough. But they had some issues. They started off, it's been rocky for them too. Let me just see where I'm at with that. So yes, Tamar has been going through a lot, and it has manifested to the public. Of course, we get in relationships that's that. You know, we get in relationships and we go through things. Now, I have dated a couple. I dated 2 African guys, meaning they were from Africa, Nigeria and Ghana. And let me tell you something, they can cook. I love me a good meal, I'll tell you that. I love me a foreign meal. Italian's my favorite. But then you got that Ghana, you got the Nigerian. Oh, I love food from all over. But I have. And I will say what I know about men from Africa, they have a different type of way. Like, our cultures are different. The way they do when, even when it comes to like where you sit in a car. I had to sit in the back with there was a husband and wife. My guy was in the front driving while the wife was in the passenger seat and the husband was in the back with me. Now, I don't know what that's the way they did it, I guess, unless I was being, no, that's the way that was their tradition. So things are different. I said that to say things that they just have a different culture. And so Tamar has been going through things in the public, things that manifested in the public, okay? Because we all have issues in relationships. And one of the things that I found, you got to be careful when you dating somebody outside of the United States, is that they could have a whole wife that you don't know about. They could have married that person to get a visa. Things happen. That's what happened with me. So I don't know what's the breakdown, what happened. I do know that things were good. If you look at this, I'm on Tamar's Twitter. If you look at this, Tamar was good at a certain point. You see on July 16th here, she's promoting her product, her Grow and Glow product. Before that, they promoting their couple in quarantine. They had their live streams that they did. But then when you go up, what was that court? Hold on. Oh, that's the person's name. After you go up, July 16th, no calls, we back in quarantine. Okay, she's good. July 30th, there's a gap. Okay, but this isn't anything too alarming. When you keep going up to the same day, let's go back to July 30th. It says here, it is important to own your own businesses so you can own yourself and not be like a slave like me. Do better and be better. Glow and grow. I love you. And then she said, because it would only be how I was portrayed on TV that would matter. It was witnessing the slow death of the woman I became that discouraged my will to fight. I felt like I was no longer living. I was exiting for the purpose of a corporation gain in ratings and went totally ignored. However, the demands persisted. It was my spirit and my soul that was tainted the most. There are a few things I count on most to be a good mother, a good daughter, a good partner, a good sister, and a good person. Who I was begun to mean little to nothing. Now, this is my issue, though. You the one who signed up for it. You signed up for it. You did it. You had to deal with Tamar and Vince, Braxton Family Values, and now, what's this show? Get Your Life. So I do hear Tamar. I do understand, obviously, things behind the scenes. She said that they wasn't paying her enough money, that they was giving people like the Kardashians way more money than they was offering her, and she felt it's because she's black. And I can't help but agree with that. It's always got to be a fight, sometimes. But that's that. Because also Kardashians, they like own their stuff. So that's what happened with that. I just want to get to some of what happened. Okay. Then we're going to read here. Mental illness is real. We have to normalize, we have to normalize acknowledging it and stop associating it with shame and humiliation. The pain that I have experienced over the past 11 years has slowly ate away at my spirit and my mental. So obviously you see Tamar is breaking down. That was the last post on July 30th. So it's been coming out. Okay, I'm going to skip a lot of it. I want to go to the 911 call just to bring things back. Hold up, because I didn't mean to do that. Let me go to the 911 call because something happened. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Paramedic operator 148. What's the address of the emergency? And what's the emergency? My girlfriend is not responding.
Are you with her right now?
Yes.
How old is she?
She's not awake.
Okay, can you wake her up? Can you shake her and yell at her? Try to wake her up.
I'm shaking. She has a little bit of her eye open.
All right,
AG
sir,
money.
Like I said, we're on the way. I'm going to stay on the line with you.
Okay, she's been drinking. It's like a half a she's on medication for depression. I don't know how much. She sent a letter earlier. Anyway, just ask him to hurry.
I'm sorry, sir. You said she's on.
Just ask him to hurry. She's on medication. She takes medication, but she gets anxiety. I don't know if she's taking her medication or what. Or if she was very angry earlier on. She has trouble with the network. She's just a company she's working with, and they did some things today, and no way. This before. I hope this is not.
Okay. Yeah, when they're inside of the same room that you're in, you and I can disconnect. But until then, we have to keep our eye on her breathing, okay? Okay, sir.
Just fucking network.
Well, she needs some help, sir. You guys should look for some help for her.
And it's come to this.
Right.
When do you get free? At what point are you really free? At what point can a company, can an organization control your...
How long has she been working for them?
They've taken away her happiness, everything. She held by everything.
Find my happiness that was within, because it's always here. You just have to realize that your happiness comes from within.
What makes you beautiful?
That I accept myself for who I am, and whoever don't like it, can you please take a number and get in line?
All right, so that's that, y'all. That was to me very, very weird. People was really People was really questioning how serious was that. As you can hear, David is immediately talking about the network, crying, and it is crazy. It is funny, and it's like, come on, when you work in a regular job and you taking calls, whether it's dispatch or customer service, you kind of lose that sensitivity sometimes. So for him to be crying, the person, the operator is, I'm sure, like, oh my gosh, would you shut the heck up? Like, go to a therapist. At the same time, he's talking about her being unconscious and how the network is taking advantage of her. I think it sounds like it's for show. It sounds like, to me, obviously trying to get out that network. She didn't want to do the show anymore. Why? I don't know. Did they know they was going to break up? Are y'all watching that show? I think I'm going to start watching it. Maybe I'll have a better understanding. But let's get to David, because there apparently were text messages that came out. I'm not reading them, but it was from David to Vince. David was asking Vince to pick up Tamar's stuff. Vince ended up saying, look, stay away from my son. Tamar got upset because David did a video with the baby, Tamar's son. She wasn't there. She was, I don't know if she was in a hospital. I think she was in a hospital. And David he went to the beach, took the son and his mom. I don't know why that bothered Tamar so much. And this is my opinion too. This is when, if you dating or you not with nobody, but you about to get with somebody new, you deal with somebody that got kids, this is the kind of things you got to deal with too. And that's why I will advise, unless you get to know your partner first, the person that your potential partner, because if you come into a relationship with somebody that has a busted up baby mom situation, busted up baby dad, I don't care, busted up background, where they taking care of just kids that issues, then you might want to take exit 7. You may not want to get in that situation. Tamar got upset because the guy, David, had her son, according to what I know, all that we've been made to know, that he was on the beach with the son. I don't understand that. Was they already broken up? Why is that a big deal? Why did she get that upset over that? Maybe there's more to it. Because, I mean, when you dealing with a partner, don't you want them you beg for them, you hope for them to take, love your child, and you with them, so you want them to be involved. You have somebody that takes the child out while you heal. If you didn't trust him, why was you with him all this time? And she said some good things about him on social media. So I didn't understand personally what was the big deal about that. But again, maybe there's something there that I don't know about. So finally, I want to show the last part of this is David. He's this financial advisor guy, and he's back on the plow. He went back out there on doing his thing. Let me just hear. We're gonna hear what he has to say about about what happened. Hold on, let me find it. We're gonna hear what he has to say about what happened. And then, because the reason I'm putting this out here, giving you all these details, because people have already chose their side. A lot of people have dissed David. They made him to be the one that's doing the most, and they're entitled to that. We don't know these people. People gonna choose who they want to believe. This is what David had to say. Let's take a listen.
Who are going through, mental health issues, the impact on you, the impact on the children, the impact on the spouse or the significant other, the impact on the parents, the impact on the family. It's a lot. But it's important that we continue to stand by and support people who have mental health, which is part of why I'm here today, what I'm here to do today. It's been 2 years, You can't forget that love. I love Tamar with my entire heart. I loved her from day one with my entire heart. My heart, my body, my soul, my spirit. I loved her with everything I had. And I stood by her through thick and thin. I went to bat for my girl, as a man should, no matter what. And I'll continue to do it today. I'll continue to stand by Tamar, no matter what. But we can't forget the victims of something else. And those are the victims of domestic assault, domestic violence. Domestic violence.
And so, what I'm gonna stop and say with that is that is like, I dated an African guy, right? He was very sweet. Look, what I loved about Willie is Willie could cook. That's what I loved about Willie. He's Linda, because that's my name. After a while, since we worked together, that shit used to get on my nerves. Okay, but he was the little while before I found out he had a whole nother wife. Okay, he had a whole nother wife because he was getting his visa across in Washington. From what he said, the guy seemed attentive, and the reason why I'm bringing that out, David is telling his side of the story, and at the same time, David, do you got another woman around somewhere? Tamar, a woman is not going to act out unless there's something. Usually it's another woman. Usually if he ain't putting his hands on her, because he's about to say he would never put his hands on a woman, usually it's another woman in the picture. I wonder what his sign is, because I know Tamar is a Pisces. And if he's a Capricorn, then I understand why she going crazy. I'm gonna just say that. Okay.
It happens to men. 40% of domestic abuse and domestic violence occurs against men. I mean, this number is highly underreported. 30, 40, 50% of men don't report domestic abuse for a number of reasons. One is the police sometimes don't pay attention. How you gonna get beat up? The police don't pay attention. It's also a stigma.
And you don't get beat up because some men don't want to hit a woman. Some men was, that it was taught not to do that. They didn't grow up in a domestic violence home, or they did, but they did not choose to. They hated it. Either they going to be it or they're not. And so some women, when they find out you got another woman, or they find when you start acting hot and cold because you cheating and they don't know what's going on, but all they know is you getting hot and cold. You act 1 minute you want me, the next minute you look like you can't stand me. I don't know how to be. You got her acting out because you got things going on you doing that she's not really clear on. She can't make a choice if she want to stay or go because she don't know what's going on. She doesn't know and you're not telling her. So those things can also happen. Yeah, that is underreported, I'm sure, because it's sad. But like I said, some men get beat up. A lot of women, especially women that are accusing him, they know some of them done knock somebody upside their head. Some of them done scrape some cars and bust some tires in their day. But they quick to judge this man because he's a man. And I don't know. Like I said, we're all speculating because we don't know these people.
It's a stigma. You know, your wife hate you. Your wife is hating you. Your girl is hating you. It's a stigma in our society for a man to report that he's been abused. But there's a lot of men who are being abused. Every black man also carries a stigma of being an aggressor.
Very true.
An aggressive black man.
True.
Somebody who, you can't tame. Somebody who's aggressive.
But for real, David look like if he get mad, he a yo girl. He looked like if he did get mad, he would put her in some type of hold. I don't. He's strong, but that don't mean he actually be hitting her. He said he didn't.
It's really sad. I remember, there was somebody who attacked Tamar a few months ago. I thought very unfair at the time and now about, something. It was a lady who attacked her on social media about something she did in her past with a guy who they said was married, which, I still believe to be, not something that is true, despite what people say. And I got on her case. The only reason being, you can't attack while we're trying as a people, black.
Hold up, what did he say?
Something. It was a lady who attacked her on social media about something she did in her past with a guy who they said was married. Which
now listen, David. David, this is his live. He teaches financial avoiding the devastating financial impact of a divorce. David Adefeso. He basically is a businessman, an entrepreneur, I believe. He's a financial advisor, but yet he's also venting. So as I hear him talk about what happened, you could hear him sneaking through the cracks, slipping through the cracks of what he's saying. He's telling us Tamar's character too. You can listen into what kind of happened to get a glimpse. They must have had some things going on with Tamar, messing with a married man. Was there some fears of cheating involved? Usually that's where these fights come from. On both sides. Is he not trusting Tamar? Because listen to what he's saying. Like, you can really get a glimpse.
I still believe to be, not something that is true. Despite what people say. And I got on her case. The only reason being, you can't attack while we're trying as a people, black people in America, to overcome racial injustice and all the bad things that have happened to us. We can't be attacking each other. And when she attacked, Tamar, I
thank
think
you, Jocelyn and Ira.
it was right
G
for
Money.
a black woman to attack another black woman in America. We should stand together. So I'm going to make a pledge. I will not subscribe to that. Us attacking each other. We must just speak the truth. We can't attack. I will never bring myself to attack Tamar, somebody I've spent so long with. I never will. It's just not something I will do. I'll speak the truth. Here's the truth. I've been a victim of domestic violence, domestic assault.
Ooh.
I I was attacked. I was driving on high speed, uh, and I was attacked. A blow to my neck, my jugular.
Dang.
For those of you who know about medicine and the jugular, that's what carries blood to your brain. When you're hit there, it discombobulates you. And I thought I was gonna crash. I had to, but I was driving fast. I had to call my mom. I called my mom.
Mama's
A
boy.
50-year-old guy having to call his mom when he's driving, and my mom started praying. 10 hours in the car, my mom started praying. Um, Only to find out that after the blow, I was being secretly recorded,
Mm.
something that's illegal. And the tapes,
Ooh, he
and the tapes
venting
being sent
too.
to my family. The tapes of me in distress, in pain, calling my mom, were being sent to my family and other people. Um,
So obviously David's hurt, and David is venting. I mean, it's gonna come out anyway. This video was made on September 9th. All this stuff went down a couple days ago, not too long ago. So what do y'all think? I kind of feel I feel bad for him a little bit. I felt bad for Tamar too. The thing about it again is their relationship is they're public figures. Everybody go through this. Everybody goes through it. I probably went through this about a month ago. I went through this about a month ago. And it's just that I'm not a public figure like them, especially. They are on TV. They got the blue check, like they're celebrities. So because their stuff has manifested to the public, people have all these opinions. Like I have mine. I just think it's not. It's messed up because people are attacking him. He didn't hit her. He would never hit a woman. I'm going to believe him. I'm gonna believe that. I think I don't know. He might be out there doing something. He might have another woman. Um, Tamar obviously has already had issues. She already talked about mental health problems before she even was dating him. So we know she also is a drama queen. When a woman challenges a man, when she rises up like a man, most men will hit you. If he's an insecure man, then that man will not take that lightly. I was told that there's women that will test a man, call him names, provoke him, until that insecure man, that half done unwhole man, can't handle that. He feels challenged and he fights back. Those things happen, but David is saying that he didn't hit her. So I wanted to bring that up, guys, because that's something that I haven't talked about. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Let me put this thing up here, okay? And I got one more thing to talk about. Yes, Holly, where? And then that's a wrap. You said G Money said they play with our emotions. And that's not cool. I know. I understand that. That's not cool. They play with men's emotions. That's very true. Iris says that's why as a man, once you see that woman testing like that, you gotta let her go. Yes. Yes. Iris says I don't have a wife. Yeah, but anyway, y'all, I really feel like my opinion is he might have him another woman. Ain't too much a man gonna take. I'm not a man, no. But I don't think a man is going to take that for too long. All that fussing, all that nagging, the mental health issues, all of that stuff. The ups, downs. He going to get him another woman. That's what he going to do. And Tamar is acting out of that, I think. Okay? So, lastly, I wanted to bring up, since it's on a picture, is Ray J and Princess Love broke up again. Ray J and Princess Love. I like Ray J. I always liked Ray J. Okay, I do. Ray J is a party guy. That's who he is. and he's not changing. He's not, until he's ready to do something different. That's who he is. So apparently it was first Princess Love that filed for divorce. Now it's Ray J. And I believe if he doing it, it might stick. I think TMZ reported that Ray J files for divorce from Princess Love. Okay, look like they're calling their marriage once. Okay, twice, calling off, and for all. But this time he's making the big move. Ray J filed divorce documents Monday in LA, citing irreconcilable differences. A move that comes a few months after Princess Love filed to divorce her husband in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood co-star. So what happened? After Princess filed in May, the couple reconciled over the summer, but it obviously didn't last. As we reported, they've been living separately earlier in the year after their relationship issues culminated with a blowout fight in Las Vegas in November. Princess claimed Ray J stranded her and their daughter, Melody, in Sin City following the heated argument. At the time, Princess was only weeks away from having their second child. Princess gave birth to another baby, Epic, in January. It wasn't enough to smooth things over, and this is why I wanted to talk about this, okay? And then I'm done, guys. But when I think about signs, because I'll be talking about that sometimes, being the Capricorn, Ray J is younger. He might around my age. He ain't that young. And then you got Princess Love being the Leo. Let's talk about it. Leos are very much, they want to be the boss, the king, the queen of the jungle. They own the rest of the animals. When they speak, you better listen. When they speak, you will listen. But with Princess Love, I find that she took a lot from Ray J. Cheated on her multiple times. In my opinion, is when you keep taking a partner back, he keeps cheating on you, or usually men, because men don't usually take women cheaters back. They might, but then they'll end up leaving you because they just can't stand it. They can't do it. It's not in their nature. So when you do that, when she takes that man back, that lowers her value. And that's the part of me that I don't just want to gossip. There's lessons to this. It lessens your value. If you just take him back, what is he going to do? He's not going to respect you the same. Although he saw you as somebody that sits on a pedestal, somebody to be honored, that takes down your value if you just take him back. I always say, if you want to be back with this person, then you have to separate. You have to cut the phone off, block a number, at least for a while, make him beg you at least do 2 weeks, at least do some time. And that varies depending on if he starts to beg you or not. And then when he begs enough, and when he's dried and dehydrated, when he's starving, then see what he wants. But don't say too much. Just see what he wants. And when he starts speaking, if he ain't saying what you want to hear, put him back on block. Okay? Stop talking to him. Make him wait longer. And if he leaves, let him leave. Let him. If you do these things, you will at least earn some of your value back. I'm telling you, it works. I've been there. You will earn some of your respect back. He start looking at you different. You making him work now. So don't just take a man back after he cheat. And she has taken him back multiple times. Even in Las Vegas, she thought he was cheating. He was in there with other women. He could have been. I don't know. I don't know if he was cheating, but he could have been. So if I was Princess Love, after that, we would have had to cut some ties. She did file for divorce or separation, ended up taking him back, which we do as women. But you have to make sure before you take them back, they have to consistently show a change. Or what are you taking back? The same thing? And I'm telling you, it takes your value away. So I truly believe, as beautiful as Princess Love is, he may not see that anymore. He might, and this is what I say too, sometimes women help the man get over them. They will use you. Women do this too. They'll use each other to get over each other. He might be with you and while with you, while faithful to you, you become the second. You become the other. He'll get another woman and then start seeing you on the side. You will be completely hurt and broken. And I do feel like that's Tamar and her man, ex, are going through these things. I feel like it's another woman. Always another woman. Or another man. But yeah, that's how it usually works. So before you take somebody back that cheats, make them work. See consistent change. That means don't just see one thing. Okay, I did it. Now I'm taking him back. No, it's not a game. This is your life and you what you want. And I think you'll get a better result. Listen to me. I'm telling you, it works. So yeah, that's what happened with that, y'all. I want to look at the chat and then I'm going to go ahead out the game. Like, G Money says, nope. We knew Ray was always going to be a player. Rosalind said, Ray J need to go on. She should have never talked to Tasha K. You know what? That's probably what did it. Ray J hates that. You know what? Capricorn, I don't know, maybe all men. Could be Sweet K. Could be these days. But Ray J always said, stop putting our business out here. Stop putting our business out here. She's not listening to him. So she went to Tasha K, which we went to that thing. That's the wrong move. Do y'all think that Ray J gonna divorce her? Or you think they playing again? You think Ray J really gonna let her go? Or maybe he will let her go because he know he got her. He know if he want to come back, he can easily come back. He said she broke G code. She did. She really did. She dogged the father of his kids. Whatever I'm trying to say. She dogged him out here all over the world. And he probably was really trying to be a good husband. Ara says, yup. Leo gang, yup. I love Leos though. I do. My brother's a Leo and I love him. I do. And I don't know. I don't think they go in a lioness. No, because the man want to be a man, right? Not saying it's impossible, but it's just he gonna let her go. Ira said. I think he is too. I think if it depends on what she do after that. If she starts still fussing, and you gonna not nag him away, and you gonna shut the door of his heart, because another woman will come up in there, and you know he'll move on. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to thank so much Ira, and also I want to thank you so much, Jocelyn, for always giving me something. I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Since nobody don't be calling when I open the phone line, I'm not even going to do that. But maybe we can do that another time. I'm about to roll out. Ira has a YouTube page that I always seen. I don't know why I don't get the notifications. But I saw that your thing looks good, Ira. It looks very good. I really like what I'm seeing. So I'm glad. Ira Leonard. Make sure y'all check Ira out. Just give him a shot. He's cool. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. So my new Twitter is Spicy Topic. You said I don't talk to bloggers? No. Not really. I talk to Spitting Fire here and there, but not really. I don't go on over. It's just too much mess for me. It's too much. I can't. Because I don't want to be associated with that. That make you look bad. All that arguing and fighting, I don't want nothing to do with that. But I do talk to Spin Fire Lover. I call her my sister. I like her, a lot. She, I keep telling her she gotta get out of that. She gotta get out of it. Keep talking about R. Kelly, he just got to. But all the drama and stuff, I would hope that, people don't get caught up in that. Some people doing it because they know it's entertaining and they get numbers like that. You're certainly welcome. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. All right. Peace, guys. Oh, let me end on a song while y'all going out the door. Okay, I'm a freestyle. And it might not come out perfect, okay? Here we go. Ooh. Okay, that was already... Hey, 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 hey. So we talked a little bit about Ray J and Princess, and we chit-chat about who we like the best. But now it's time to go. Thank you for joining my show. For all the hoes in the woods. Said I got spicy. I know that you like me, acting like you don't watch me, but I hear you trying to be like me. Hey, 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 oh, okay. All right, y'all, I'm going, y'all. Y'all